Yeah, let's see. Haunting is an H, so it's supposed to be here somewhere. The question is where? Here we are, the haunting. It will only be a very quick look though, since we are running low on time right now. Now I should mention this, that I have actually never personally played the haunting. I have only watched other people play it. But I do know it has the most pathetic protagonist ever. So then. This game is basically a reverse Addams Family, in that you are the poltergeist trying to ruin their lives instead of being a poor unsuspecting guy being horribly terrified by the Addams Family.
Do you even have a good reason for terrifying the family, or...?
Well, apparently, according to that educational bit there, the father of the family screwed us over. Also interesting to notice that this is actually one of very few 16-bit era console games that actually has a tutorial. And of course it's unskippable.
A haunted poster. Okay.
Well, we've had haunted paintings in the past, so why not?
I suppose that's true. There's something about print media that just really isn't as scary.
I'll ask an artist, I was about to say, to tell you it's a lot more scary. Right. What are those kids doing?
You're scaring liquid out of a woman and collecting it? Lovely.
Right, so it's time to begin the haunting.
So what strategy is there to this other than just jumping in a bunch of objects and making them haunted?
Well, you have to sort of set up combos to ensure that the people who walk into them in the right order. And there we go, that earns us some more Ecto, and Ecto is used then to further haunt things. Let's chase after this bastard and see where he ended up. No one here. so scared he jumped out of his suit, eh?
No comment. So I do think he has the little hearts that were missing before from the ghouls and ghosts guy.
When was the last time your door frame turned into a snake, Thomas?
I think Thursday? I don't know. You know, it happens so often.
And once you used up all your Ecto, you are sent here. To do a little collection minigame while avoiding enemies, which is hilarious, of course. Hey, give that back.
What a very odd game.
Now, the funny thing is that these haunting-style games were actually picked up and became a small genre. There are quite a few games like these, even on PC. They are pretty much universally terrible, though.
I mean, games like this where you set up traps for people always just end up being how ridiculous a chain can you make. I remember Tecmo's Deception
Oh, yes.
being very similar. Just, you know, there was not really a lot of challenge to it past the first few levels in which you usually didn't have enough money or resources to make the traps. But once you got past the first few levels, it was just how silly could you get at setting up giant chains of things to mutilate people.
The wonders of sadism.
Uh-huh.
Isn't this just riveting gameplay?
I seem to remember...
I mean, seriously, we're at the edge of our seats.
I'm not saying I didn't like Tecmo's Deception 2, Rats. I just, I wouldn't call it very challenging. How about that? It didn't challenge me very much. That doesn't mean it's not entertaining.
And Vito's gone, which means that we have driven the father out of the house. Wonderful. Let's go look for the wife so that we can leave the children all alone. Ah, here we go.
Fairly calm as she freaks out all over the place. I think there was something in the water if a spaceship, you know, flew out of my cupboards. Not, I wouldn't think my place was haunted necessarily.
Well, you never know. And she's out. So we have to chase her down. Let's see, which direction did she go, I wonder? Ah, she's right here. Wonderful. Let's see if we can't scare her towards the door. Oh god, wasps. Now that would send me screaming out of the house. Jesus Christ. Right, that's half the family gone, and well... This basically means that anyone that may possibly have committed a sin against me have already been thrown out, so I don't really see the point in chasing down the children. The sins of our fathers and all that, I suppose. Oh hey! It's Black Belt! Either that or Walker Texas Ranger, I'm not sure. Let's see if we can even find those silly kids. Here, kitty, 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 kitties. Well. It seems that the children have detected the greatest flaw of me being a ghost. I get bored easily.
Why stay here when I could float over to some lady's locker room and...
Yeah, pretty much. Well... Ah, there they are! Bats! I was waiting for that. I couldn't stop playing this game before the bats had arrived. In any case, yes. I'll leave you with that fact that even this game, where you play the ghost, has bats as enemies. Bats. Right. Well, we are sadly out of time, I have to admit. It's been 3 hours and 10 minutes more or less since I started here, so it's time for the traditional send-offs. First of all, thank you, Domus, for being with me again. You have been great as always.
Happy to be here.
And of course, thank you all those of you who have been watching. And as usual, it has all been recorded both on Ustream this time and onto my computer, so there will be YouTube videos of the entire thing soon enough. So don't worry, Southern Javelin. You can sit yourself down Sunday evening and watch it through. Well, that is basically it. So once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow, if you feel like it, at the standard stream time, where I will be playing through the great games. That would probably only take something like 20 minutes or so, though, so see it as a bonus episode, because that is exactly what it is.
Warning, great games contain no actual greatness.
Yeah. That actually expresses the... that is actually a pretty good summary of what you can expect. So I hope to be seeing at least some of you then, but well, Southern Javelin, I don't know. I mean, actually, you're perfectly welcome. If you want, you can join in commenting on the great games, because we've had some pretty good sport games banter before, and even if your stream curse manages to ruin the recording, it won't actually matter, because goddamn, who cares about the great games anyway? The bonus stream is tomorrow at the same time the stream usually is, which is 1400 EST, 1800 hours UTC, and 2000 hours where I am. I will be posting about it in the thread as well, so that you have it there black and white. But yeah, Southern Javelin, if you feel up to tagging along and guesting tomorrow to make sure that your new mic works, you are more than welcome. So let me know on Skype. With that though, I have to say goodbye to all you wonderful people. I don't want to bother my neighbors more than necessary, seeing it's past 11 PM over here. So thank you, and I'll hope to see you next time.